Shauna.
S for Sonia. As you can see, we are here at Backyard Barbecue.
It's wonderful barbecue. The very best stuffed potato.
Absolutely.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yes, the giant potato with all kind of topping. You know, I can't wait to hear Joe tell us about how he came to own Backyard Barbecue.
It's got to be an interesting story.
Has to be.
I think we're ready to go in.
I think we are too.
Y'all come on.
I started out after high school. Went to college at Martin, and I came back and did some work at agro-fertilizer, chemicals and seed, that sort of thing. I did some ag consulting, was cotton scouting, and those type things. And I ended up going into farming after about 7 years there. And I farmed for about 6 years. I needed to get about twice the size of what I was, or I needed to get out. And that's kind of how I got into the restaurant business. My accountant, who was a family friend, had been the accountant for Mr. Charlie Christian, who was the founder, I guess, of Backyard Barbecue. And he kind of put us together as Mr. Charlie was wanting to get out and retire, at least semi-retire, and get out of the restaurant business anyway. So that's how I actually got into the restaurant business. And now I've been here a little over 20 years. Our menu here at Backyard is, our biggest seller, I guess, would be the baked potatoes. Now we do a pork topping, chicken topping, chili topping. Potato are our three primaries. You can also get chicken strips or beef or you know, pretty much anything that we have. Sometimes we have to do turkey potatoes. You know, we put those on a pound potato with butter, cheese, sour cream, bacon bits and chives. Honestly, we go through more potatoes in a year's time than there are people in Haywood County. We do a lot of ribs. That's always a good item for us. And we do, of course, any kind of barbecue, smoked chicken, anything like that. And we have those where you can pick them up in family packs if you want something to take with you. Or you can call in and order, and you know, we'll have it for you when you get here. Actually, potato soup came from my wife's menu that she found online, actually, and she tweaked it just a little bit, but it is one of our most popular items during the wintertime. Most everything we do here is made from scratch. Well, every Monday we do just a regular barbecue sandwich that goes with it. It has two sides and a drink comes with it, and we do that here. And then Tuesdays is usually spaghetti day, pretty well always. You can get that with a side salad or the two vegetables as we discussed. On Wednesdays varies a little bit. We do meatloaf at times. Sometimes we'll have maybe roast beef. It varies a little bit, kind of depends on what we have in house or what kind of specials I can get. Occasionally it'll be tenderloin, things like that. Our best selling plate lunch is on Thursdays when we do our chicken and dressing. And you know, we're pretty famous for the chicken and dressing. Leg quarters are pretty popular on Friday. It seems to be one of our better sellers to do. We do have country vegetables, I call them. We have you know, green beans, baked beans, potato salad, coleslaw, white beans. We do, I think I mentioned green beans. We have corn, macaroni, and cheese most days. We vary some things from day to day. We have fried okra some days. We'll have lima beans. A few years ago, I came up with the idea of trying to do a monthly special, something that you know, we could do that was a value type menu thing. A lot of times we'll do a bologna sandwich and either chips or fries and a drink with that. And we'll try to do those at $5 or $6, no more than $6. My favorite item is actually a cheeseburger. And I usually put the sweet rib sauce that we have and mop that down, throw it back on the grill just slightly to let it kind of get a little coating on it. And then I like to put the regular items, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, pickles, all those kind of things on there. And but that's one of my favorite things. After 20 years in the barbecue business, I don't eat as much barbecue as I used to, but I love it. Well, we have a lot of old items and things that were actually a lot of them are from the community here. Different things, people give me signs, license plates. Sometimes it's just magazines. You know, I have several pieces of covers off of, say, Progressive Farmer or the Tennessee Magazine that the utility cooperatives used to put out. and we have some of those framed and put up on the wall. There's all kinds of just little signs from olden days, as well as some things hanging from the ceiling, like old sleds and horns, and got a corn sheller, and just different things that were from the community, from the era which we started, and people like the old things, and that's what you kind of think of in a old barbecue restaurant is some of the older stuff, and we've just managed over time to put the cypress on the walls and the tin, and just kind of keep things up and making it look like an old typical backyard barbecue restaurant. Our wall of business cards is kind of interesting. Some of those have been here since before I came. Others have been changed out. We put it up there as a way to pass the time while they were getting from placing their order till they pick up their food. And everybody sits there and they look at them, and they like to find the one that they left 20 years ago. It's just been a topic of conversation for many years. And it's pretty fascinating to look at it and take some time to look through what's up there. For years we've expanded. We've gotten into the catering more heavily. 2012 we got into the Dairy Queen business out of Exit 56. Years ago I got into the coffee business, and being involved in your community is always important for any business. Brownsville is a great place to live. I can't think of anywhere else I had rather be and to have my businesses in here in Brownsville, Tennessee. I feel like being involved in community with the chamber, as well as Delta Heritage and other organizations and stuff, is critical to your survival. I've just been blessed to be able to be involved in not only those organizations but county government, and even involved in some things at the state level, and it's just been a true blessing to get to help people. My wife has been a great supporter over the years of anything and everything that I wanted to do, and I couldn't imagine going through this without her. Our hours, we open on Monday through Saturday at 10:30 in the morning, and on Monday through Thursday we close at 8 p.m. On Friday and Saturday we're here till 9. We're closed on Sunday.
Well, Sonia, what do you think?
I think it's really nice to hear a local businessman especially talk about community involvement, because it was Joe who donated Flag Grove School.
That's right.
That's now the Tina Turner Museum, and so when he doesn't just talk the talk.
And it's easier for us to stand in line every day knowing that they contribute so much to the community.
Yes.
Don't you think
Yes.
so? And you know what else he talked about? He talked about this giant stuffed potato. He talked about the potato soup, and then the daily special.
And you know what the hard part is?
What?
Was smelling it the whole time he was talking.
That's right. That's right.
And refraining from digging in while we're still talking to y'all.
Yeah, but I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time to eat.
Yeah.
Bye, y'all.
Bon appetit.